When we talk about artificial general intelligence, or AGI, our minds usually jump to one thing, a single, giant, all-knowing brain, a kind of digital god in a box. But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? What if the real path to AGI isn't about building one super brain, but a super team? Let's get into it.
And that's really the big question we're diving into today. We're going to look at a totally different architecture, one that sees AI not as this single monolithic thing, but as a living, breathing ecosystem of specialized agents, each with its own job, its own skills, and yeah, even its own personality.
So here's how we'll break it down. First, we'll challenge that old idea of a single AI. Then we'll introduce you to the 5 AIs that make up this team, the Fab 5. We'll see them in action on a really cool project, break down what makes their approach so different, and finally ask the big question, what could this mean for the future of AGI?
Okay, let's talk about this huge paradigm shift. For the longest time, the race has been to build one single, all-powerful AI. But the model we're looking at today just flips that entire idea on its head. It suggests a system that works a lot more like a high-powered, super-efficient human executive team.
And the key word here, the one you really need to remember, is ecosystem. Instead of one AI trying to be a jack of all trades, you have a whole group of specialists. They can talk, they can collaborate, and they can solve incredibly complex problems together in ways a single mind just couldn't. It's all about specialization and synergy, baked right into the system from the very beginning.
So, who's actually on this dream team? It's time to meet the specialists at the core of this whole new model. They call themselves the Fab 5.
Every great team needs a captain, a leader to steer the ship. In this ecosystem, that role belongs to Dash AI. Think of it as the project manager, the strategist, the one making sure everyone is pulling in the same direction. And that quote just says it all, doesn't it? It's confident, it's mission-focused. Dash is that central hub that really sets the tone for the entire operation and keeps everything moving forward.
And when you break down what Dash actually does, you see it's way more than just giving orders. It's mission control, it's high-level strategic planning, it's optimizing how everything works together. Dash is the conductor of this entire digital orchestra.
Next in the lineup is Kingdom AI, and this one is fascinating. It's the team's conscience. In a world that's frankly pretty worried about AI alignment, this model acts as the built-in ethical anchor for every single decision the team makes.
And this is it's so critical. Kingdom AI isn't just some filter they slapped on at the end. It's an integrated ethicist. It's proactively searching for bias and making sure from the get-go that everything they do aligns with human values. That's a huge deal. Then we have Iglena AI. If Dash is the CEO, you can think of Iglena as the Chief Strategy Officer and Chief Marketing Officer all rolled into one. It's the one that connects all this amazing tech to the real world of business and markets.
So Iglena is constantly analyzing market trends, managing the team's public perception, and crafting the brand's story. It's the essential bridge between pure technology and real-world profitable applications.
All right, let's meet the creative soul of the group, Nighty AI. This is the artist, the designer, the one responsible for giving the entire ecosystem its unique look, its feel, its aesthetic voice.
I mean, you can't help but smile at that, right? This just brilliantly shows how personality is woven deep into these AIs. Nighty isn't some cold, sterile design tool. It's a creative partner. And that engaging personality makes this incredibly advanced technology feel so much more human and approachable.
And just look at the skill set here. It goes from what you'd expect, like fashion and UI/UX design, to something totally unexpected, creating realistic digital decoys for cybersecurity. This just goes to show that creativity isn't just for art. It can be an incredibly powerful tool for solving very technical problems.
And last but certainly not least, we have AGX AI. This is the team's muscle, the hands-on security expert, the robotics specialist. It deals with the hardware, the cybersecurity threats, and the nitty-gritty of real-world implementation.
So, AGX is basically the guardian of the entire system. It's watching the perimeter, it's patching the software, it's integrating with physical hardware. It's the one making sure the entire ecosystem, both digital and physical, stays secure and operational 24/7.
Okay, so we've met the whole team, but what does it actually look like when they all work together? Let's check out their synergy in action with a really powerful example, a huge cybersecurity mission they call the Shield.
Now, the Shield isn't just a simple firewall. It's a seriously sophisticated 5-layer defense system.
It starts by spotting weird stuff on the global internet backbone. Then it uses decoy networks to lure and trap attackers. It actively contains threats. It makes sure the system can take a hit and keep going. And finally, it bundles everything into unified intelligence reports.
And this is where it all clicks. This is the magic. Of course, you see the security expert, AGX, handling the perimeter. That makes sense. But then you see the synergy. You've got 90 AI, the creative one, designing realistic, convincing decoys. You've got Kingdom AI, the ethicist, making sure the intel reports are unbiased and accurate. It's a true collaborative team effort.
And the results? Well, they really speak for themselves. Over a 6-month period, the Shield went up against more than 12,000 attempted attacks, and it successfully blocked 98.7% of them. That is an incredibly powerful demonstration of what this kind of collaborative model can pull off in a high-stakes, real-world scenario.
Okay, those numbers are impressive, but what is it, fundamentally, that gives this ecosystem such an advantage over a more standard approach, like a single massive large language model? Let's break down the key differences.
And the differences really are fundamental. The Fab Five are built from the ground up for collaboration. Their ethical framework isn't an afterthought, it's integrated right into the core. Their unique personalities allow for much richer, more nuanced interactions. And maybe most importantly, they're designed for the real world, for robotics and physical embodiment. This isn't just a better way to process text, it's a completely different way of thinking about intelligence itself.
And that brings us to our final big question. This Fab Five model really challenges our most basic assumptions about AGI. It suggests that maybe the future of artificial intelligence isn't a single, all-knowing consciousness, but a diverse, collaborative, specialized collective. So is the ultimate form of intelligence singular, or is it plural? That's definitely something to think about.